Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. Let's talk about the Showtime main event with Christopher Colbert knocking out Jaime. I can't pronounce his last name. Dominican kid, I think he was, and the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. Let's talk about it. Share the video. Appreciate the love, support, and check out the boxing reaction playlist. And yeah, I didn't know much about the kid, but the kid was strong. All right, the kid was real strong for Colbert, and you know, I think Colbert in the middle rounds struggled with the dude's size. You know, and I missed the first couple rounds, and I kind of see some highlights of Colbert really being surgical with his punches. But yeah, he played a lot in the ring though. You know, he in there talking to his opponent. You know, just playing around with the pink hair. And I heard Richard Hitchison got a split decision, which it wasn't a split decision from what I understand. Versus who was he fighting? Argenis Mendez. So I gotta go back and catch that one. But yeah, other than that, when I noticed the fight, I got around the fourth round, and the Dominican kid was trying to turn it around. And what he didn't do is he didn't jab to his opponent, and that was his biggest mistake. He went to the body, he did all that stuff. He hurt Colbert one time. He caught him on the ropes, I think with a overhand right or whatever it was. And Colbert was hurt. And Colbert was holding on to him and going to him. And then he hit him in the nuts with a two-piece. But, yeah, that kid wasn't jabbing as he was coming in. Had he used a jab coming in and then worked up and down, he would have had a lot more success. You know, them Dominican kids, what was the other one? Martinez, you know, they just lack the coaching. And if they had the coaching, they probably would have, the other Dominican kid would have stopped Rolly. And to me, that's a fact. And this kid would have gave Colbert a lot more run for his money than what he did. And it was just about jabbing, coming in, jabbing. And when you got Colbert on the outside jabbing, and Colbert was, you know, with his flashy defense, I think he got the most flashiest defense out there. He was rolling the shots, you know. He was picking them off, but that Dominican kid hit him with a couple shots that hurt him, that rung his bill. And that kid was big, and he was throwing a lot of power shots. Had he popped that jab and learned how to double a jab and really shoot that jab, that fight wouldn't have ended in the 11th round knockout. Probably would have damn near ended in a split decision, you know, with Colbert playing all them damn games. And one thing you did notice with Colbert, is when that Jaime dude went to the body, Colbert went to the body, and that's how you know it affected him. You know, he banged the body, and then Colbert come back and bang the body. But Colbert, you know, he one of them dudes that can fight however you want to fight. And that might be a detriment to him. You know, he know when he hurt, you could tell he a real school kid. When he buzzed or hurt, he go to the fighter, he know how to tie you up and buy some time. He hit him in the nuts because he was hurt. You know, he know how to do that. You know, he know how to fight off the ropes, which ain't really a good thing. You know how to fight off the ropes. You know how to fight off outside. What people don't understand is that nigga damn near got Errol Spence reach. He got 71-inch arms, you know, and then he accurate. He know how to throw punches and bunches. He know how to pop shot. You know, he know how to do a lot of things. I think when he go into a fight, it's about being overconfident. He's a very, very confident kid. And most people would hate and say it's arrogance. And I think that's something that they got to get under control with him. They kind of bring him back down to earth and just stay serious because he get confident. You know, and I don't know in the middle rounds if it's just that Jaime made a turn or, you know, he got tired or whatever it was in the pandemic. You can't do exactly what you want to do. But then again, he had the speed advantage and everything else. That Jaime kid just had the size advantage. And if that kid knew how to pick up his jab and double the jab and shoot the jab and then work up and down, he would have gave that man a lot more issues. It's just that a lot of them Dominican kids, like them UK guys, they lack coaches. And it seemed that the Asian kids have better coaches. You don't see too many Korean fighters. You see a lot of Japanese fighters. It seemed like they got better coaching. That's crazy. Because in we talk about the UK and the Dominican Republic and just in that area, they don't have the coaching. But now the Ukrainians and the Russians and all that, they catching up. You got Floyd Mayweather going over there giving boxing clinics. You got Roy Jones go over there giving boxing clinics. You know, but then again, what they don't have is the athleticism. What they don't have is the natural melanated slickness. You get that from Puerto Ricans, you get that from the Cubans, you know. But then again, they just as tough, they're just as gritty as Mexicans now. You know, and you know, they just, and I say that because if he learned just to pick up that jab a little bit more, he could be a world champion. Strong kid for 130. I thought that nigga was a welterweight. Strong kid. Had good condition. You know, I think earlier, I can't remember what round I seen when I went back, but Colbert hit him with a surgical 4-piece. He a problem with them hands when you let him go, but then again, he talented in so many phases of the game. And sometimes I think he get overconfident, in my opinion. So that's my issue with him. I think sometimes he get overconfident, and you know, he need to be challenged in the ring. And sometimes he don't get challenged, and this kid was able to hurt him with an overhand right, I think it was. I don't remember what he was, southpaw or orthodox. I think it was orthodox. Overhand right hurt Colbert. That's what led to the uppercut or them punches to the nuts to buy some time. And that was a veteran trick. Sometimes some people set out my mouthpiece and they get a point taken away and all that stuff. But moving on towards the end of the fight, Colbert pretty much, you know, picked it up. You know, I don't know what his coach told him, but he got a really good coach that know what they're doing with him because he picked it up. You know, then he stopped playing with him. Then he started going to him, boxing him. And that's just focus. That's just focus. That's just keeping your focus. When you get bored in there, you know, you sitting there, you can do what you want to do. You can let somebody back into the sport, back into the game. Down the stretch, he turned it up. Dropped him hard. Dropped him in the left corner? I can't remember what it was. We dropped him. Dropped him hard, you know. And that's what happened, man. This one of them kids that's really gifted that you got to continue to continue to challenge him. See, he can't be fighting the dudes that Devin Haney continue to fight. He got to be challenged. The better the challenge, the better he show up. Even with him and Jerizzo Corrales, even though that was a real tough fight for somebody as young as him, he legit beat Corrales, but he gave some issues. So you didn't see him doing all that yapping and talking to Corrales because he was locked in. A kid like that, you got to continue to challenge him. You got to put the best in front of him. You can't just sit here and bum. Every now and again, he got to fight a good mandatory, or he got to fight, you know, a layover, kind of a soft touch opponent. Every fighter need that. You know, ever coming off big and, you know, tough fights or just rough and tough fights. Every fighter need that, but they got to continue to challenge him. They can't treat him like no baby because you don't challenge him, he going to allow somebody sorry than him to come up on him. He want them dudes, the higher the stakes, the better he going to fight. You know, and when he locked in and he ain't talking, I mean, he's serious. And, you know, other than that, man, he just was, when he wanted to, he was giving it to that Jaime cat. But the problem was, Jaime cat was too big. If he would have picked that jab up, came in, picked that jab up, man, would have been I think would have been a different fight. But then Colbert was able to push him back at will. So it was just a lot of little fundamental skill things that Jaime, hopefully I pronounced his name right, needed. But if you had a good coach, him and Marinez, man, they could be world champions or world title holders. They can. Real titles, real championships. They can be. But Colbert, you just showing he's just surgical. You know, you got a kid that can fight you on the inside, a kid that can fight you in the pocket, a kid that can fight you off the ropes, fight you from the outside, and a kid that seemed like he punching a little bit harder too. You know, remember, the dude was fighting at 131, 132, 133, or whatever it was. He seemed to punch a little bit harder too. You know, and I just think for him, he was just too confident in that fight. Hands down, talking shit. I'm looking at him talking shit to him. And old boy was talking a lot of stuff too. Said he was going to stop him. When you get in there, he was like the Matrix. When you on them ropes, I mean, you can roll and block all you want to. You hit him with a good right hand. Bow, chop him right. He was all like, he buckled a bit. You know, he was all like, and he started going to him, trying to get him, but he was hurt. You know, and that Jaime dude allowed him to go to him and back him up. He should have held his ground and worked up under. But, you know, you got a big, strong kid that just didn't, he had a lot of raw talent. They just ain't really taught him the game yet. You put him with somebody that can teach him how to really use that size and that athleticism, that power. I'm not saying he would have won last night, but he would have made it competitive. But, you know, at the 11th round, I think he got dropped. He stopped that dude. He dropped him and he stopped him or some shit in the 11th round. And badly. You know, the first knockdown, one of them knockdowns, he just laid out. I thought he was done. He got up. And dude, he just finished him off. But, hey, It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. A lot of people want to see him and Shakur fight. You know, it's two sides of the streets. That'd be a good fight. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, or video request. All my social media links, description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Also got a Facebook group. All those links there. So if you just want to chop it up, want to advertise your business on the channel, whatever, that link's there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate is share the video and check out the fight reaction playlist. One time for the one time we gone.